How to block Android text messages. Many of the apps that come pre-installed for text messaging on Android devices can block texts, but this may be limited by your carrier. If your default messaging app doesn't block texts, you can install an app that does, or contact your carrier. Using Google Messenger. Tap the Messenger app on your Android. Note that this refers to the Google Messenger SMS app, not Facebook Messenger. The Google Messenger app is available on any Android device from the Google Play Store, and comes pre-installed on Nexus and Pixel phones. If you are using a carrier or manufacturer-specific messaging service, this method may not work for you. Using this app is one of the easiest ways to block texts, so you may want to consider switching to it if you have to block a lot. Tap the conversation with the number you want to block. You can block the sender from any of your conversations. Tap the button in the upper right corner. This will display a menu with several options. Tap People and Options. A new screen will appear with the conversation details. Tap Block Phone Number. You'll be prompted to confirm that you want to block the number. Tap Block to block messages from the number. You'll still technically receive the messages, but you will not be notified and they will archived immediately. Using Samsung Messages. Tap the Messages app. This method refers to the Messages app that comes pre-installed on Samsung Galaxy devices. If you use a different app for SMS, you may have to use a different method. Tap the conversation that you want to block. The quickest way to block a number is to open an existing conversation. Tap the button in the upper right corner. This will display a small menu. Tap Block Number. This will display the block settings for that number. If you use Verizon, there's a good chance that these settings are missing. Verizon disables this on their end so that you have to add blocks from your account, which may cost money. Try the Mr. Number method below instead. Toggle Message Block On. You will no longer receive messages from this number. Add numbers manually. You can add numbers directly to your block list without opening a conversation. Return to the conversation list in the Messages app. Tap Settings. Tap Block Messages and then Block List. Tap the plus and then type the number you want to block. Using HTC Messages. Tap the Messages app. This method refers to the Messages app that comes pre-installed on HTC phones. If you use a different app for SMS, this method may not work. Tap and hold the message you want to block. A menu will appear after a few moments of holding the conversation with your finger. Tap Block Contact. This will add the contact to your block list and you will no longer receive SMS messages from that number. Using an SMS blocking app. Tap the Google Play Store app. You'll find this in your app drawer or on one of your home screens. This will open the App Store for your device. Search for SMS Block. This will search for apps that will block SMS messages. There are lots of different blocking apps available for Android. Some of the most popular include Clean Inbox SMS Blocker, Block Call and Block SMS, Text Blocker, True Messenger. Install the app you want to use. Each app offers different sets of features, though all will allow you to block text messages. Set the new app as your default SMS app, if prompted. Several of the apps will need to be your default SMS app in order to block incoming messages. This means you'll be receiving and sending messages through the app instead of your old texting app. The exception to this is Text Blocker. Open the block list. This may be the default screen when you start the app, or you may have to open it. In True Messenger, open the spam inbox. Add a new number to the block list. Tap the Add button, it varies depending on the app, and then enter the number or select the contact that you want to block. Block unknown numbers. Many SMS blocking apps will allow you to block unknown numbers. This can be useful for avoiding spam, but be wary as this may block important texts from people not in your contacts list. Method. Contacting your carrier. Visit your carrier's website. Most of the major carriers have web tools that will allow you to block texts and email. The options vary from carrier to carrier. AT&T, you have to purchase the Smart Limits service for your account. Once this is turned on, you can block numbers for texts and calls. Sprint, you'll need to log into the My Sprint website and enter the numbers into the Limits and Permissions section. T-Mobile, you'll need to enable family allowances on your account. After this feature is enabled, you can block messages from up to 10 different phone numbers. Verizon, you'll need to add block calls and messages to your account. After enabling this service, you can block specific numbers for 90 days at a time. Call your carrier's customer service line. If you're being harassed, you can likely get your carrier to block the number for free. Contact your carrier's customer service line and explain that you'd like a specific number blocked for you line. You will likely need to be the account holder or have the account holder's permission to do this.